Hi guys, this is Mrs. Hill. This is our last lesson today, lesson 5 on our book Wild Bears. Today I'm going to read you the book from beginning to end. We are going to take an AR test on this book. I also have a little quiz posted for you as well on that quiz, and on the AR test you may use your skill sheets. Please review those skill sheets before you take the AR test or before you take your quiz. So your skill sheets, this is the first page, questions 1 through 10. We finished those earlier in the week. You should have those filled out. If you need to go back and look at anything, you may. You can fill in. I even did number 8 for you because I made a mistake on one video. So if you need to go back and get anything completed, please do. Same thing on page 2. Page 2 gives us the type of bear coming down the left-hand side. You were to choose one fact that you particularly liked or that interests you about each bear. You don't have to type them in a complete sentence. Those bullet points remind you that you can just write a sentence fragment or just type the fact out. It doesn't have to be a complete sentence. Okay, so both of those should be finished. After you listen to the book, go back and review your skill sheets. I'd really like you to read your 10 bear facts out loud to a family member. You can read it out loud to the dog. As you read things out loud, kind of helps you with your comprehension, with your reading comprehension, helps you with remembering some of the fun things we learned. I really think this would be a good strategy to do before you take your AR test. Okay. Again, do not turn your skill packet in until you take your AR test. I'll also have a little assessment or a quiz posted in your Google Classroom for today. You may use your skill sheet on that assessment as well. Okay, so let's look at our book from cover to cover. We'll go from beginning to end with Wild Bears. If you have any questions, you can always message me through Remind. Happy to answer a question anytime. Okay, so Wild Bears by Seymour Simon. You'll see more books by this author as we work through our reading series this year. Okay? Bears live all over the world. Bears are different colors and different sizes. Some bears are very large and dangerous, but other bears are not. Bears are mammals like dogs, wolves, and foxes. Bears have strong bodies covered in thick fur. They have short tails and long claws. Most bears eat both animals and plants. Bears can remember where they found food. Bears have strong legs and can run fast. Big grizzly bears can charge at 30 miles an hour. A bear's face looks a lot like a dog's face. Bears do not have good eyesight, but they do hear well and have great sense of smell. Bears often raise their heads and sniff the air to check what is around them. In the winter, when there is little to eat, a bear's heart rate slows down. It does not eat or drink. A hibernating bear can lose up to half of its weight over the winter. Most bears give birth to cubs in a cave, a hollow tree, or some other hidden place. 1 to 3 cubs are born at a time. They have no fur and are helpless. North American bear cubs are born in late January or February. The family leaves the den in late winter or early spring. Bear cubs spend their first 18 months to 3 years with their mother. There are 7 main types of bears. Different kinds of brown bears live in northern parts of North America, Europe, and Asia. Kodiak bears of Alaska are the largest bears in the world. They stand 10 feet tall and weigh more than 1,000 pounds. American black bears weigh from 125 to 600 or more pounds and are 6 feet long. Black bears aren't always black. Their fur can be blue, tan, or even white. Asian black bears are smaller than their American cousins. Polar bears walk on top of the Arctic ice and swim in freezing ocean waters. A thick layer of fat keeps them warm. Their favorite food is young seals. They can kill a seal with a single blow of a paw. Sun bears are the smallest of all the bears. They weigh only 60 to 80 pounds. Sun bears are sometimes called honey bears because they like honey so much. They live in the rainforests of Southeast Asia. Sloth bears live in the forests of India and Sri Lanka. They use long curved front claws to dig up nests of termites. Putting their faces into the nests, they suck the insects into their mouth through a gap in their front teeth. Speckled bears are the only bears that live in South America. They get their name from the rings or spectacles of light-colored fur around their eyes. Spectacled bears are good climbers. They eat mainly fruits and nuts. Giant pandas eat bamboo stalks and leaves in the jungles of western China. Pandas eat up to 60 pounds of bamboo each day. Pandas are also the star attractions in some zoos. When people cut down forests, they force out bears and other animals living on wild land. If we want to have bears in nature, we need to leave a home for them. The future of bears is upon us. So after you listen to the video, after you review your skill sheets, read them out loud to a family member, go take your AR test. I'll have the AR test number indicated in your assignment bar on your Google Classroom. If you have any questions or anything, please get in touch with me through Remind. I will also have a little assessment posted for you as well that we'll use. That's also a separate assignment for today. So anyhow, if you have any questions, you let me know. Hope you enjoyed this book. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. And we will go from there. Thanks a bunch.